Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the QnA Show. I'm your co-host, Frankie J.
And I'm J-Word, where you bring us the questions and we deliver the answers. So let's get ready for another episode of
the QnA Show. All right, Miss J-Word, how you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling really good. I got a cigar and a drink.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Smokes and drinks, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Like Bill Withers said, it's a lovely day. All right, so first up, we have Evelyn from New Jersey. Evelyn is 41, and Evelyn says, woo, okay, this is a good one. What you think? This is a very good one. Evelyn says, why do I constantly get the evil eye from black women when I'm with my black boyfriend? Evelyn states that she's a 41-year-old, very attractive, blonde-haired white woman, educated, and a senior accountant at a prestigious accounting firm. Clap, clap. I'm very curvaceous with much junk in the trunk, she says, and solid athletic legs. I need a picture. I need a picture. Evelyn says that me and my man stay in the gym. My boyfriend is a gorgeous black man, 6'4", dark chocolate, and in great shape. And also, he's a lawyer at a prestigious law firm. But our issue is that every time we go out, there are some black women or a black woman giving us the evil eye. Evelyn says, it's 2024 for Christ's sake, and this type of jealousy is still happening. I can't help it if black men are attracted to white women and other races more than ever before. I can't help it if rappers and athletes are choosing white women. Okay. I can't help it if my black king wanted this white woman. And if black women had their own black king, they wouldn't worry so much about other people's relationships. I'm just saying. I just found out what I'm just saying mean. That IJS. Yeah, I just found out. Okay. Let me say it again. I'm just saying. I'm so happy I found that out. Evelyn says, it pisses me off and makes me and my man very uncomfortable. Am I wrong to feel this way? Okay, J-Word, you go and rock it on out, baby, because I know you got a lot to say about this.
So I'm going to take a drink first because... First of all, Evelyn, congratulations that you have a man. Okay, let's start there. I'm going to start on the positive. But I don't think the problem is that black women are jealous of you, sweetie. I think the problem is that black women see what that black man that walked himself into. Thankfully, he's a lawyer. Because what's going to end up happening with, if and when you get mad, you're going to instantly become a raging Karen. And the first thing you're going to do is call the police, and that good black man that's a lawyer, the 6'4" in chocolate, he's going to either get shot or go to jail.
Is she going to call him a nigga?
Oh, you know she is. Exactly. A no good nigga. And when it's all said and done, he's going to be broke or damn near broke.
Wow.
Or in jail or dead.
Ooh.
Because that's what y'all do.
That's deep.
And that's the end result.
That's that.
Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So, yeah, I don't think it's that we're jealous of you, sweetie. I appreciate the fact that you think we are, but we're not. We're really not.
Okay. All right. Well, is it on me?
Please.
Is it on?
I can't wait for this.
Is it on Frankie J?
Break it down.
Okay. Well, for one thing, how can I say this? For one thing, the way she stated how she's built, it's like she's boasting
about looking like a black woman.
Yeah, like I got junk in the trunk. That's ours. That's ours.
Right.
How dare you steal that?
Thank you, sir. The legs.
and the athletic thick legs, whatever. But I have one question. Now, she said she's getting these looks from black women. My question is, do you think those black women maybe are looking at you because you're looking at them? Maybe you're insecure that these black women, around black women, and you're looking at them like, don't be looking at my man. Right. And those black women are looking back at you like, we don't want your man.
Right.
You know, don't get out our face. Because that's what black women do. Like, why she standing there?
Right.
I don't want that bitch, man.
Right.
Right? So that the stare could be just a return stare, right? A reaction. Also, how she puts in, how he's a prestigious lawyer, 6'4". I mean, that's eye candy for all women. It's eye candy for all women. I do agree with her if the stares are warranted. I do agree that she shouldn't be getting stared at by black women in 2024.
And it's possible some of them are doing that. But I don't think that's all of them.
Yeah, I think she's taking it a little bit too far when she's like black women. She did say some or but at the same time, she could be doing black women a favor.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how that black man is. No. Black women's looking at this black man like, oh my goodness, he fine, he this and that. That dude could be the worst nigga that walk God's green earth. You know what I'm saying?
And I will say this: when I see a white woman with a black man, I instantly say thank you, because 9 times out of 10, me and him are not gonna get along. I'm not gonna want that man like that. He's gonna have traits that just don't gel with me. Well, so it could be that.
Well, that, and also, my question to a lot of white women like this, and white men too, who like, black people, or date outside their race. My thing is, do you feel more comfortable as that black person acting like you, thinking like you, but just dripped in melanated skin?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you like the aura of that black person. That full lips, the height she put, the milk body, chocolate. The build, and chocolate, which a lot of black women love. But I'm wondering, do they feel just more comfortable with those type of black people? Like, is she like, does she have a black man that's like, reading Malcolm X or James Baldwin?
No, she does not.
You know what I mean?
No, she does not.
So that, all this, boasting, putting in black women's face, it's great you have a black man, but what type of black man do you really have? So that's something that I think a lot of white people need to start paying attention to.
Yeah.
At the same time, don't worry about what black women are thinking. If you truly love who you're with, and let that be that. But I think a lot of white people, I think a lot of black people actually sometimes feel more comfortable dating someone outside their race, especially white. I think a lot of black people, not all, there's not all case scenario, so,
thank you, sir.
So don't kick me in my ass, but I think a lot of black people look at white people, as far as dating, as easy and safe.
I hadn't thought about that.
I think black people purposely date outside their race, especially white, because it's easy and it's safe.
Okay.
Easy meaning everything under the umbrella of easy. Easy to talk to, easy to get along with, easy to love, easy to get over on, easy to sleep with, just easy. And I think, especially black women with this, when they dating a white man, I think it's safe. Okay. I think they feel safe. Safe from having to worry about bills, funds. I think safe thinking this white man won't beat me. He won't cheat on me.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I truly think that. I think they feel that white man is their safe haven.
Wow.
Because
I have not thought about that.
Because that's because I'm deep, baby. I'm going deep today. I think it's the way we've been brainwashed. The way we've been brainwashed in society.
I can see that.
You got this white man, he's a family man, he's not this, he's not on drugs, he's, not an alcoholic, but that's false.
But I see, I've never dated a black man that was any of those things.
But that's my whole point, right? That's my whole point. Like, why do you think, like white people, if you date like a white woman or a white man, why do you think they don't do those same things?
Right.
Are you crazy? Right. It's like I've heard black men say, I'm gonna get me a white woman because I'm tired of these black women attitudes and I'm tired of these gold digging black women. You don't know no gold digging white women?
Thank you, sir.
I know plenty of gold digging white
sir.
women.
Thank
Who
you,
the hell
sir.
you think they make the designer clothes for?
Amen.
They do not make it for black women. They make it for white women. We can just afford the shit now. So I think there's a lot of misconception, but let's not overlook that some people actually really love who they're with.
Yeah.
I really
Absolutely.
believe that. But let's make no mistake about it. That melanin is y'all kryptonite.
Really now.
That melanin is powerful, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
It's their kryptonite.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Evelyn,
created this.
love your black man. Don't worry about the looks and roll on about your goddamn business. But what gym y'all go to? All right, let's go to the next one.
Kyle from Houston. Kyle asks, is face and body the best that modern day women have to offer? These women on social media do anything and everything for money. They do nothing but tell the world what type of man they want and deserve, but yet they are all single. Go fish.
Did that motherfucker say go fish?
That's what he wrote.
Like, go fish. Okay, well,
What you gotta say?
You go ahead and rock this one out. Go ahead and rock it out.
Okay. Well, I think you're spending too much time in places or in social media, looking at the wrong type of women. You first of all, the algorithm. If whatever you're looking on social media, you're gonna continue to get what you are most drawn to.
Ooh.
So the algorithm is saying you like that, baby.
You know, black man. You know, a black man started the algorithm.
Thank you, sir. I can't think of his name.
We can't think of his name, but a black man did it.
Yes,
A black man did it.
Yes, sir.
Power to the people.
So, Kyle, if you are a black man, I'm gonna need you to change what you're looking at. But I think everyone, not just men, women too, need to just look at something. Take a deep dive into what you need and not what you want.
Woo!
And then you're gonna find the right algorithm.
Woo! Look
you
at
gotta say?
J-Word, it ain't even Sunday, and that's gospel, baby. Take the pastor's job. That's gospel. All right, well, look, let me put my little 2 cents in here.
Please do. Please
Kyle from Houston, let me just tell you something. These women are delusional. As J-Word put it, I'm a trailblaze behind this one. That want and need, that is something we really don't hear a lot of women discussing their needs.
Right.
They will discuss, oh, I want him to make this. I want him to look like this. I want him to have this. I want him to drive this. I want him to live here, live there. I want him to be able to take me on vacations, get my hair done. What about what you need?
Because they don't know.
Woo! Do y'all really know what you need?
No, sir.
You need a leader, a communicator, someone personable, a sense of humor. How about this? And this is a big one.
Take it to me.
I don't hear women ever discussing the type of man that they need for their children.
Uh-oh. You talk about me preaching.
I don't hear a woman saying, I need a man that can show my son how to be a man. That can show my son how to fall down and pick himself up.
Yep.
Because a lot of these mothers nowadays, they coddle these boys.
Ooh.
You know, and you're creating the same type of man that you complain about.
Yep.
Also, as far as the daughter, you know, I don't hear anyone saying, hey, I need a man that can teach my daughter how men treat women.
And what to look for.
And what to look for. How we date, how he treats me, how we even argue. How we argue and how we resolve the argument.
Yep.
You know, we used to have shows back in the day, Good Times and Jeffersons, where James and Florida got into some heated arguments,
Yes,
and George and Wheezy.
Yep.
But those shows also showed at the end how James apologized and they hugged and kissed, and how George and Weezy apologized to one another and hugged and kissed. The main thing is how you apologize and how they accepted what they did was wrong or whatever. So I don't hear that. And you said it. How come they don't know what they need?
They haven't been taught to sit by themselves. First of all, everybody want to be out in public with a whole bunch of people and taking pictures for social media to get on some algorithm. But it's just too much time spent on, as you said, the delusional things, the fictional things. It's not about the reality of the world. It's not about the reality of who you are. What you're asking a man to be, can you be half of that? Or even a portion of that?
Woo!
If the answer is no, you need to sit down somewhere in the corner and get to know yourself.
Woo! You know what? You're talking today. Now
you picking up what I'm putting down.
Sometimes we bump heads, but I agree with you on this. I think a lot of women have got to really start assessing their mate a lot better. I think women need to also, when they're out and about, I think you have to make yourself accessible to be approached. Sometimes the right man wants to approach, but you're not accessible. Meaning, you're spending too much time on your phone, or you around all those chicken hawks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got your little the peanut gallery with you. Yeah. Ain't no man gonna approach you, baby. Ain't no man gonna approach you while you with 4 or 5 women. Now, even if he wants to, because someone in the peanut gallery is going to ruin it because they probably hating on you. I would say, Kyle, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't you worry about it. It's delusional. This whole ideology that these modern day women have, it's reaching a peak now.
Oh yeah.
It's hitting a peak where it's always just showing my body, getting attention, showing my body. It's hitting a peak now. Now men are really starting to say, okay, you got a nice body, whatever, but what else you have to bring to not just the table. I'm not gonna say the table. What do you have to bring to my life?
Right.
How are you gonna make my life better? How I'm gonna make your life better?
Right.
So, Cal, don't worry about it. It's hitting its peak. It's all gonna revert to women, I think, being more open to meeting the right man.
Right.
I think it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
Gloria from Phoenix.
Okay.
And Gloria says, is it okay? Is it okay to breastfeed in public?
Woo! I say it's all right.
You would.
I think it's all right.
She says, my husband and I get into huge fights. I breastfeed our son in public. He tells me I should pump and have bottles ready when I take the baby out, and but I forget sometimes. Yes, sure you do. Sure you do. And he says, since our child is 5, it's time for me to get him off the nipple. I'm going to let you start. I'm going to go ahead and let you start.
You mean to tell me you got a 5-year-old sucking on your titty in public? What you waiting for, that nigga to go to college?
Apparently.
I mean, come on, man. This got okay, Gloria, look, I get the whole, the nourishment thing of that, but
at 5? Nah.
Yeah. But you know what? Here's my thing. Your husband told you. Matter of fact, he didn't tell you, he asked you.
Yeah.
He asked you not to pull your titty out in public. Your husband said, he made perfectly good sense too.
Yes.
He said, pump, have the bottles ready. Yeah. Have bottles ready. And he probably like, why are you still nursing this 5-year-old?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? So, and your husband can't even suck on your titty because you still got milk in it.
Yep.
So, look here, man. No, man. It's that child is way too old. I think your husband's right, and I think you need to reconsider, everything you're doing and the ideology of your whole reasoning of, breastfeeding a 5-year-old in public.
Your question is it okay to breastfeed in public? No. Not when the child is 5 years old. You're a pervert. You are a full-on pervert. And when that child gets old enough, he's going to realize my mother's a weirdo.
Wow.
The fact that he's 5 is a problem. If you agree with people breastfeeding in public or not, at 5, it's no longer about the child. It's about you trying to be an exhibitionist and let the world see your titty. Oh. That's all that. Because the reality is, breastfeeding is to nourish the child, to feed the child. This child got a whole dag on kids meal.
Damn. And you know what?
And your titty.
But you got your titties out. J-Word,
you don't see my nipple. You don't see my nipple.
Well, you know, get a 5-year-old, bring them things on out.
And that's another thing. The 5-year-old, she ain't whipping it out. The 5-year-old got to come over after he finishes his French fries and pull it out and get a drink.
So he's just doing that off habit of just wanting when he wants. Okay, all right. I get that.
She's a weirdo.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna say this. What's her name? Gloria. Is that it?
Gloria? Her name is Pervert.
Gloria from Phoenix. Let me just say this, and I'm dead serious when I say this. Next time, take a picture and send it on to Frankie J. Get that 5-year-old out of there though, and take a picture and send it on to Frankie J.
Yeah, I bet.
Cheers to you, baby. All right, so I hear that sound.
Already?
It's time for Have You Ever? All right, so have you ever, this is a good one. Have you ever had an orgasm while dancing with someone on the dance floor? Woo!
I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there to you so you can go ahead and tell on yourself.
Okay,
sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. What they do when with snitches? I think that was they changed the word. Yes, I have. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, Frankie J will confess to this. Yes, I spilled the beans, dancing on the dance floor. But it's human. It's human nature.
Really?
It's human nature for a man to catch a hard on while dancing with a woman. It is.
Okay.
It's human nature. Now,
but is it human nature to come all over that all over yourself?
Having an orgasm, that's another thing. And you know what I made a mistake too? Let me go ahead and this should be called confessions today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I did one time. I told her I was coming.
Oh my goodness.
Worst thing, the goddamn word, the woman walked away and I was left like I'm still getting it up, right?
Spotlight on you.
Oh my God. Lucky the clubs back in the day were dark.
Exactly.
But so let's see what our writers have to say. Billy from Fort Worth, Texas says he's dropped the kids off in his pants a few times. Only a motherfucker from Fort Worth, Texas will put it like that. Drop the kids off a few times.
All right, Billy Bob.
I bet that's how he look too. Got a big ass white dude, big cowboy hat, and big old belt buckle.
Yeah.
I love Texas. All right, next up we have Devin from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Round the way, Devin. Okay. Devin says the way these women dance in a go-go or club, especially a reggae club, they make it almost impossible not to. And I think they know.
I think we're just trying to enjoy ourselves. If in the midst of that, you proceed to get a hard on, and we realize it's bigger than what we suspected, you might get a number.
Look here, Frankie J is gonna put cucumbers on your head, passing down on. You understand? We got one more. We have Terrell from Detroit, and Terrell says it happened when I was 16. Damn. And it was my first orgasm.
Poor thing.
He said she had to help me stand back up. I fell to my knees. Hey, Terrell, I get it, player. Hey, look here. Hey, Terrell, toast to you, baby, because I understand. Frankie J understands.
Well, since that was his first while he was down there on his knees, by any chance did he go ahead and propose?
Look, listen, When he was down there on his knees, he did more than propose. Let me tell you, he might have had a tear falling from his eye. God damn. That's our show for this evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to QnA Show. We catch you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. on our YouTube station at QnA Show. And don't forget to drop those comments and questions. Yours could be next. All right. Believe that shit, motherfucker?
Exactly.
Nothing. Shit.
I'm stuck on the lady with the titty popping out above it.
That made me nut right there. Oh, damn.